All right, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary friends, what say you we finish Elden Ring tonight in this video? I think that is a hell of an idea and exactly what I want to do. It's funny, whenever I say exactly, it kind of functions as a pun, does it not? Because my name is Zach? Anyway, let's move on from that and vamos. Confess, it seems like this ash has just taken over all of the capital. It's pretty swell, though it it does mean what is this? A whole new grace site? Really? It must have just locked that out, right? Surely? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, finish this game tonight. Well, I was going to say I'm going to play until I beat it, but maybe not. Boss depending, we'll see. If it gets to be like 4 in the morning or something, I think I will have to stop. And so far, it almost seems like I'm lost already at the start of the video, so that's fun. Okay, this is clearly... Okay. Behold, the Erdtree yet stands, tall and unwavering, mindless of the scorch of the flame of ruin. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Then we are yet golden ones. Alright. Yeah. Will depend on how bosses go, I'm guessing. Hopefully nothing quite as awful as Malekith. Though, looking back at that footage I recorded, I probably should have caught on to Malekith a little bit more quickly there. It actually seems like I just was not in the headspace to be able to do those parries off of the blasphemous claw thingy-majig. Ooh, hello. Tarnished golden sunflower. And so yeah, that ended up being quite a challenge for me. But we persevered, as we always have. And knock on wood, I've been thinking about the fact that no boss in this game has taken me really more than like an hour and a half. I think Malenia was the longest. Maybe Radagon because there was a longer lead up to him. But in the grand scheme of things, that's not very long. And most of the bosses we've done well on, I think. And especially compared when I think of other From Software games, like... Jesus, I remember the first time I did Ludwig. That took me like a whole day. I have no idea, looking back on it, why that took me so long. But yeah, I got stuck on him so badly. And I remember Orphan of Kos taking a long time as well. So, yeah, grand scheme of things, not too bad so far. Cut to me being stuck on the final boss for weeks, years perhaps. God, can you imagine? There are bosses in games that have never been beaten, I think, right? I think I remember reading about like an old, like, sort of like Galaga-esque kind of a game that had a boss that hasn't been beaten yet. That might be true. I don't think From Software will throw anything of the sort at us like that, though. Like, these are not games designed around a bullet hell kind of scenarios, I don't think. Alright. I think I've waffled enough around this area here. This is all just setting mood, I think. Doesn't seem like there's anything to find. Oh no, I missed the nuclear weapon launcher. Okay. I wonder if From Software ever make just a full-on one of these games where you use ranged weapons. I guess they are making an Armored Core game next. That seems like one of those, like, very much open secrets at this point. So it'd be interesting to see if they make that a Souls-like. I'm, you know, anything From Software makes at this point is an auto purchase for me. There's no doubt about that. What? That was quite a message. Cool. I'm glad I stopped leaving messages, looking back at the length of time. Wait a minute. How did I got turned around? What? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Okay. Rune arc. Perfect. So this isn't just setting the mood here. Look at this. There's stuff here. Yay. Oh my god. That is so embarrassing. But par for the course. What is that? What? Flyer ahead. I hear wings flapping, or is that flames? I can't tell. Okay, we gotta move it. We gotta move it, because, again, who knows what sort of peril we'll face, huh? Try fingers. Raise the cleric. I don't know what you mean by that. Also being a little tenacious about looking around this area, because I don't want to be missing that final talisman, the final legendary talisman. Alright. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Masterhead, therefore seek Noble. Hang on. Won't you be a friend? All right, I'm gonna assume there's nothing over this way, or else there would be someone leaving a sign, right? We'll rely on the jolly cooperation of others. All right, this is really the beginning of the video, right? Let's be honest with you. Everything before that, 12 minutes or so of bullshit, that was just exhibition, okay? Okay. All right. Shoo, nothing there. Very exciting area so far. Looks like we had a summoning sign. So are we gonna fight a boss right away? Looks that way. Who is that?
I knew you'd come.
Oh!
To stand before the Elden Ring. To become Elden Lord. What a sad
You're the
state of
boss, huh?
affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne.
What?
Queen Marika has high hopes for us. That we continue to struggle.
What?
Unto eternity.
What? Why? I don't understand. Oh my god. So, okay, just non-stop magic. Is that what you're gonna do to me? Oh, he doesn't have much in the way of health, though, does he? Oh, okay. He just does all the magic, huh? Okay. And he healed himself. How did he do that?
I know
There we go.
in my bones. A tarnished cannot become a lord.
We shall see.
Not even you. A man cannot kill a god.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm gonna confess, I don't know that I understand why he tried to kill us there. That seemed to come a little bit out of nowhere. Let's see if this these weapons he gives us and items can glean that. Scepter in the form of a hand grasping a pearl, signature weapon of Sir Gideon Ofnir, the All-Knowing. The pearl stands for the world, the heavens, and an eye, representing the many forms of knowledge, never fully attainable. Even knowing that, the All-Knowing's hand grasps for it. Unique skill, knowledge above all. Raise the scepter to manifest the realm of the All-Knowing. Enemy magic and holy damage negation were reduced for all within the area, including the caster. Huh. Okay. Well, is your helm. There's your helm. Helm set with countless eyes and ears, worn by Gideon Ofnir, the All-Knowing. Knowledge begins with the recognition of one's ignorance, the realization that the search for knowledge is unending. But when Gideon glanced into the will of Queen Medica, he shuddered in fear. At the end, that should not be. Okay. If you say so. Yeah, why did he decide to do that? That's quite a mystery. I will say, though, we did call him a toxic patriarchal figure several times there. Maybe that played a part in it. Maybe. That's not an impossibility, I'll admit. God, is there anything that's gonna give us... Yeah, okay. We're gonna break with tradition there because that's gonna raise our defense a bit. Anything at all. Anything at all. Friend. Come on. Give us an item. Knob. Okay. Come on. Likely master? What? What is the likely master messages all of a sudden? What do those mean? What do they mean? What could they mean? Oh, we can talk to him. He has returned. The Lord has returned at long last. Our very first Lord to brandish the Elden Ring once more. Huh. Who are you talking about? What a weirdo. Alright. I guess we just go this way. And if I don't find the item, I will look it up. Because I want all those achievements. You know. This is a 100% run. So, got to get everything. Okay. And I promise you, you will see a 100%. Okay, is this it? Erdtree heal. The heck? Inventory. One of the ancient Erdtree incantation heals a vast amount of HP for the caster and nearby allies. Hold to continue praying and delay activation. Erdtree once flourished with abundance, yet it was only a fleeting moment. Such is the course of all life. It's a bit of a negative perspective, isn't it? It's basically life sucks and then you die. Is that not it? Okay. Life sucks and then you die. Okay. Another boss already, huh? Only I had a hero. Warrior. Okay. Traverse the piss. It's Mufasa.
It's been a long while, Morgoth.
Are you the first Elden Lord?
Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand. Alas, I am returned.
He's like a pro wrestler or something. Actually, with the...
To be granted audience once more.
You say so. Wow.
Upon my name as Godfrey,
Oh, we thought you were like Ghost before.
the first Elden Lord.
Ooh. Him having the ghost lion thing there, it reminds me of Ansem. Ouch. Okay. Reminds me of Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness from what's his butt? Kingdom Hearts. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, here we go with the AoE-ness again. That big explosion move he did a shit ton. Is he gonna do it again? Oh dear. Okay. Okay, this is not going smashingly well. Oh dear. Oh, okay. These two. Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness from What's His Butt.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Sirosh.
Ew. Oh my god, he is a pro wrestler. Everyone's so gross in this game.
I've given thee courtesy enough.
This is like Rock Lee taking off his weights in Naruto.
Now I fight as Hoarah Loux.
I don't know what that means. That's his pro wrestler name, I guess. Coming out to like fucking drowning pool or some shit. Oh, what's he doing? Wow, he's... Oh dear. Okay. Wow, he is doing full pro wrestling moves. This is awesome. I mean, it's not as if pro wrestlers like shake the earth. Well, there was earthquake, I suppose. Ouch! Big boot. Is he gonna do a leg drop? Oh, here. Run away. I said run away. Okay.
Thy strength befits a crown.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Da 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 da. Okay, that's enough of that. All right. Remembrance of Hoarah, Loux. Horrible lewd, more like, with all that blood on him. Good God. Okay. I always forget where they store those. Is it in here? No, it's under tools. Bizarrely. Remembrance of the warrior, horrible lewd, hewn into the Erdtree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. When Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was robbed of his grace, becoming tarnished, he took with him his kinfolk and left the lands between. After the long march of the tarnished came to an end, Godfrey divested himself of kingship, becoming a simple warrior once more. All right. While we look at this here and contemplate our final, well, not final, but yeah, I don't know. I think we should. We'll do that. We'll pop some runes here. Okay, god damn it. So it is. So the thing says that we did miss items, it looks like. Back there. So I better go do that. Oh, that's so obnoxious. Okay. I should have trusted my instincts on this. Let's just hold off on that, huh? So we're gonna go back there. It says southwest, but I'm not. Where is this? Okay, maybe. Oh, that's not. If it means this, that's not southwest. That's south. Okay, it means this. How did I? All right. Oh, I see. Okay. Bonk. This feels awkward. Bonk. All right. Like, that was clearly south. Just south, not southwest. My gosh. Okay. Come on now. All right. What do you got for me? Hey, Crimson Amber Medallion +2. That's the one that raises your health? Yeah. Fine. Okay, now we have to go back. Why don't they give you the horse? Why don't they give you the horse? Okay, there's clearly no one here, so that's a side quest thing that we did not do. Now it says Climb onto the dragon wing. Via that? No. Alright. Oh, this will be so worth it, you know, when we get this item. It's going to be well worth it. Worth. Extreme value, I say. Must mean over here, yeah? Ah, well, why was it necessary to climb the dragon, though? Oh, I guess it was, yeah. Fine. Extra life wins this one. Maybe we'll be able to figure out what those wing flaps are now. Oh, okay. Sorry I asked. Should not have asked. Guess we'll see. They may not be so much of a pain, right? Not sure how I'm supposed to get down there, though. Oh. Seek left? Huh. Alright. Looks like relative safety to fall down. What do you got? Hey, see, I told you. Value. Value. What are you doing up there? Come here, you. Ow. Halitosis. You're just gonna halitosis me from up there. I'm not... Okay. Come on, you. Come on, you little prick. Yeah, I called you a prick. Does that hurt your feelings? I'm gonna submit to the jury this is a suboptimal place to fight him. Ouch. All right. That hurt me, kind of. I'm kind of doing a bizarrely good job of avoiding these attacks, though. I guess it's not one of the like the black what's-its though. Forget what they're called, like Black Knight Kindreds or something. Those are the ones that are the tough titties, as they say. Okay. Outside of myself, I think I've heard maybe one other person say tough titties before. So, it could well not be a saying, you know. Could be something that I've tried to make a saying. Seems like there's only one other thing to get before we proceed. Try frost. Oh, excuse me. Not sure how audible that burp will be. Hopefully not too audible, because burps are, well, you know what? Burps are, I'm going to say, are not gross. Everybody burps, you know? You think burps are gross. Get over yourself, dude. Jinkies. Okay, now that I said Jinkies, I feel like I can make a more appropriate segue to the, it's a Velma show, right? That's coming out on HBO Max. Seems good. They confirmed that Velma is queer, I believe, which is very, very cool. That's a very exciting thing. Hoping that means that she 69's Daphne. No. Okay. Yeah, that's not something that I think about ever. I'm trying to wonder if when okay, so then so west. Yeah, I guess the sort of sexification of Velma really got off the really went all the way with that in the those Scooby-Doo live-action movies, right? Especially the second one, which I believe is written by James Gunn, or he did like script work on it or something. Those are fairly horny movies, and were intended to be much hornier, from what I understand. It's a fascinating thing to consider, undoubtedly. Okay, just garbage. Okay, it says descend this elevator now. Is there really no other way we could have gone? I guess not, if everything is like... if all of the gray sites are deactivated and whatevs, right? Yeah. I mean, I was certainly one of those nerdy folk, and let's not say nerdy, let's say forward-thinking and hip and cool folk who always thought Velma was way hotter than Daphne, right? Okay, so back here. Ooh. I see. This was the, what's it it's talking about? It's kind of wild. Like, you would not really consider going this way ever, right? It would take an impressive mind to go, oh yeah, this area is probably full of ash now. Oh dear. Oh. Is this gonna kill me? No. Well, it might. Next one might. Alright, we gotta reassess this. As they do some degree of damage to themselves. Damn. I have to keep my health up top here. Ouch. What? Why? Why didn't I get the mighty blow or whatever the fuck it's called? Okay, is there a third one? Did I just get got by a third one? Just, oh yeah, there's 3 of them. This is a gangbang now. Oh my. Okay, can we kill that one? Oh, we missed. Nope, I think we... Something we got. Okay, 2 down. Oh dear. Drink, drink, drink. Come on. Come on. There we go. Woo! Choo choo choo! Alright. What do you got for me? Yay! Erdtree favor +2. And we got that achievement. All the legendary talisman. Cool. We need to level up once more, looks like. Need a sweet 20k. Do we have any 20k takers? Nope, that's the crafting menu. Perhaps for the last time I will make that mistake. Level up. Sure, even 40. Level 170. There we go. I think I predicted 150 is what we would get by, but we blew way past that. All right. Touch the golden light. This is beyond traversing the piss. We're touching just a big ol' like fluorescent piss wall now. Okay. Here we go. The piss has enveloped us completely, utterly. We are the piss. What the fuck is that? You've seen better days. Oh, is that Marika? Marika? Whatever her name is. More reeking, most likely, looking at the state of her. Ooh, stinky, stinky, stinky. Shouldn't be too hard. It's basically falling apart already. They appear to have swapped to a more masculine figure. Is this the final boss? They're playing the title music, so this might be the final boss. This is awesome. Radagon of the Golden Order. Oh, okay. Ow. Ouch. Ow. Why are you raw-dogging me, raw-dogging? Ouch. Oh no! I unequipped the weapon. Jeez, that was quite the delay there, wasn't it, buddy? Look at you spinning around there, huh? Okay, cannot find a great opening for this guy. Oh, that explodes. Yeah, forgot. Oh, this could be it. Nope. All right, come on. Ouch. Oh dear. Ouch. Oh, probably should have healed. Okay, we survived. Come on, you jerk. We want to get away from that. Oh. Most fucked up thing I've ever seen. Hey! Wait, that can't be it. Can it? Second phase. Yeah. Ooh, we only have 2 flasks. That's not good. Are you gonna turn back into more reeking? Huh? Gross. What the hell is it? Like a giant amoeba? Oh, I guess it's a dragon, huh? Oh, that's really nice of From Software to make the final boss of this game a dragon, you know. Dragons very underrepresented in video games, in particular in this game. Don't think there's been a single dragon before. Snarkiness aside, it is really cool looking. How immediately is it gonna kill me, though? Oh, the Elden Beast, huh? Oh, look at that health bar. And it can go in the water, great. And it's 1 billion miles away. Huh. Oh, this looks bad. Oh my god. Oh, well, that's gonna suck. I mean, we can... This seems like it's gonna be a kind of an endurance fight. We can see what that does, at least. We got 10 of these. This is an experiment, and... Looks like we were getting kind of shit on with holy damage there by that dragon. Maybe that's a good idea. Might be able to switch. I don't know if Radagon was doing holy damage. He better not have been. That's not raw dogging, okay, if you're doing holy damage. Okay. Nope. Oh, it does not last long. It does not last long. Yeah, I don't think Malaria's Great Rune is particularly great. Ouch! Yeah. That's pretty fucked up, if you ask me. Damn it. Okay. Why am I? I'm now just trying to like. Ow! Oh my god. Okay. Damn. I was lucky, huh? Why are we getting worse? Oh, that's a bad sign. I think I know my problem here is I'm compared to like the first go, because I know what's coming. I'm like, damn. Maybe I need to just run away from that grab. Are we dead? Yep. Oh, that's perfect. Hey now, that was pretty good. Damn. Almost did it. Alright. Okay, running away is the trick there. Alright. Oh, man. Okay, phase 2. Waste precious seconds on this physic flask with that, however. That's alright. We need to... I'm gonna do that. He does his, well, I don't know what he's doing now. That looks, bad. Okay. Oh my god. This is, okay. This is gonna be, interesting here. Whoa! Oh no. Instant death? Okay. Ouch. Oh, damn it. Oh. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. The, that talisman was doing a lot, I think. Oh, almost certainly so. Like that move where he fired like 50,000 arrows into us, it really didn't do much to us. And it looked like it should have been a nightmare to deal with. Okay. Am I just gonna have bad runs for a couple of times after Radagon? I mean, I guess getting some bad runs after Radagon can be a thing, maybe. Should probably heal. Oh, that Radagon good time guy, huh? Oh, piss off. Oh no! Damn it! Oh, fuck that. I thought the quick hit would kill him. Oh, Mom. I need my mommy for that. Oh. Alright, we are hang on a moment, huh? I feel like I can confidently. I think raises. We'll try that one. The Morgott one, I don't know, cause like it was good for malaria because it helped us survive the whatchamacallit move. Bonkerino City, aka Waterfowl Dance. Doesn't seem to be as big of an issue here. Speaking of issue and ways that you pronounce things, Chris Pratt's Mario, sounding an awful lot like Mario. Or not, in fact. The opposite, it sounds like Chris Pratt. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was one line, so that's something to consider, of course, but not a good introduction for one all CP to the MM. MM, of course, referring to Mario, because that is also his surname. That's a canon fact. What? I was just right on the edge of that, huh? Maybe he spins around. I don't know. I didn't think he would, but... Oh my god, what the heck? Alright, we got him this time. Okay. Physic Flask, activate. So we were doing like 950 a swing prior to Elden Beast. We'll see how much Godric impacts this, if at all. Oh, that's... I mean, it's not nothing. Just run as far away as we can. I don't know. What? You throwing galaxies at me? That was another enemy's thing that I didn't like. Don't do that. Chaos. Uh-oh. How long is that going to persist? Forever, apparently. Okay. Unexpected. God damn. Alright. Now what the fuck? This looks bad. Okay, not the worst thing. Come on. What was that? No horse. Oh shit. Just get him, just get him. Yeah! You defeated! Phase 3, phase 3, phase 3. Please no. Hey, God slain. Elden Remembrance. Okay, so I think this is the ending. Let's level up first. Oh my god. We did it. That did not take that long at all. We can probably don't need to crunch any of those. Okay, level up. Hell yeah. Okay, so bear with me here. Okay, we're back. What I just did there was make a copy of my local save file, so hopefully we can just get all of the endings here. We'll see how it goes. I decided that the canon ending I want is, of course, related to Ronnie, so we will do that last. See how things go. So, yep. First order of business, I guess, is become the Lord of Frenzied Flame. Let's see how it goes. Well, this seems to be the bad ending. Oh dear. Man, we are really hot now. Iron Sumo outfit kind of fucking around with the clipping there in this cutscene. It's alright. It's part of the reason you wear the Iron Sumo outfit. Silliness. We seem satisfied that we've, plunged the world into this total anarchy. That's pretty awesome. Gonna suggest it's probably the bad ending. Oh. Nick Fury gonna come and stop us? There he is, Nick Fury.
Lord of Frenzied Flame. I will seek you as far as you may travel.
Oh shit.
To deliver you what is yours.
Oh my god. She's gonna come and kick her ass.
Destined death.
Damn. That's gonna be a tough ending to top. Lord of Frenzied Flame. Yeah, we'll watch the credits later. Firstly, got to get those other endings. So yeah, guess I'll be right. Well, actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at before we go do that, I'm gonna look at these remembrances. We need to look at the Elden Lord Remembrance. I always think they're not where they're at. Okay. Remembrance of the Elden Beast, hewn into the Erdtree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked. Okay. It was the vassal beast of the greater will and living incarnation of the concept of order. Cool. Okay. Nope. So that's a weapon we can use. Weapon of Godfrey, Elden Lord. It was broken in a battle fought as leader of the Tarnished during the Long March. This weapon is symbolic of Godfrey's vow to conduct himself as a lord, later becoming an emblem of the golden lineage. In the days of the past, the crown was warranted with strength. Unique skill, Regal Roar. Let loose a mighty war cry, raising attack power while sending out a shockwave that can't be guarded against by stomping the ground. While active, strong attacks become a lunging slash. Hoarah Loux's Earthquake. Slam both hands onto the ground to violently shake the earth and unleash a shockwave. Follow up with additional input to slam the ground again. Wow. And the Elden Beast. Marika's Hammer, we cannot use. So, okay, stone hammer made in the lands of the Newman, outside the lands between, the tool with which Queen Marika shattered the Elden Ring, and Radagon attempted to repair it. The hammer partially broke upon shattering the ring, becoming splintered with Rune fragments. Unique skill, Goldbreaker. Lean up high while suspended in midair, imbue the rune shards with light before smashing it down hard into the ground. The heroic Radagon's signature, a thrust. Nah, it says attack. I know that. Sword wrought from the remains of a god who should have lived a life eternal. Thoughts on what the weapon portends are many and varied. Some consider it the mark of a great sin or a sign of great devastation. Some think of it as the end of an age, while others the beginning. Unique skill, Wave of Gold. Man. Do not wave of gold when you're going to the bathroom, okay? That's going to cause a right mess, all right? Imbue the sword with bygone golden glory, then fire it at foes. A wide golden wave fans out forward, sweeping through all enemies caught in its path. Cool. And equipment-wise, should have looked at this before we beat the game, I think, but oh well. What can you do? Oh, we could get her winged helm. That's pretty cool. Gotta do that. And that. Actually, this is all in vain because I have to reload the save, but whatever. It's fine. So it said... what do you have to say?
See. You're here for some... Oh, so it wasn't just me this happened to. To think he'd forget who you were as well. I knew he'd burn himself out. Old Hugh. I think we could talk him into leaving the round table hold now. But maybe it's better that we don't.
Yeah, in case I need him to upgrade weapons. Good thought, good thought.
His choice to stay.
Oh, wait.
I see. I'll remain with Hugh. He made me who I am today. I'd like to return the kindness. In whatever small way I can.
Oh. Alright. Hey! We slain the god with your weapons. Isn't that exciting? Oh, he has nothing to say. That's a shame. Yeah, so I don't know what the deal is between Marika and Radagon. That's interesting. They talk about the land of Newman. I wonder if that will be the DLC. I can totally see that. Like going back in time and fighting Marika. That'd be cool. Okay. I need to... So this legendary weapon trophy, or achievement, we have all the weapons. I need to find where the chest is. I've never used it, so I don't know where it's at. It's at any grace site, it says. Okay. All right, let's go back. I guess we'll just wait here. That's fine. Sort chest. There we go. Okay, weapons. Need to... I'm going to try to remember which one are the legendary weapons. Switch. So it says... No, no, no! Oh my gosh. What are the controls? That. Oh, there it is. Okay, whatever. We got it. We get it. We got it. Good. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary friends, we have traveled back in time, folding space in on itself. Back to before we got our head turned into an orb and lit the whole world on fire. Now, what we are going to do, cure ourselves of that STD. And the way you do that is you need to go here, apparently. Fingers crossed this works. I'd really like to get all the achievements, but apparently in this area, we go inventory, we go to Michaela's Needle. We use Michaela's Needle. And it has fucked off, apparently. I wonder... Apparently Melania, or what's her name? Melina, I think. Our handmaiden still doesn't want to talk to us. I don't blame her. But okay. Alright. Fractured Marika. Now. Okay. We're not going to do that. That's the canon choice. So. Just touch. No? Oh my god. Oh my god. So we have a lot of endings to do. Okay. Let's just start from the top, huh? She's got to be the boss for the DLC, right? I can just see it now. Like, you stop her from shattering the Elden Ring at first. That'd be cool. As everything just clips through her. Fun. It's fun time.
The fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall
There we are.
an age of fracture.
Iron sumo armor, completely cutting our legs off from the rest of our body right now. The least comfortable position possible. Okay, Elden Warlord achievement. That ending was the ending was kind of dorky compared to Frenzied Flame. But again, that one's going to be tough to beat. All right. Song and dance begins again. And welcome back again. Here we go. This is very, very silly. But oh no, I forgot to. No. And welcome back once again. Here we are for ending. What is this? This is going to be the third ending of 5 for us, apparently. Wonder if there are more than I can get. Using Mending Rune of the Death Prince. Ooh. Oh dear. So these are probably all just like slight permutations of the just mend the Elden Ring, huh? Different voiceover maybe.
The fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord.
We just looks like we summoned
our
John
home,
Carpenter's The Fog
Across
in this
the
one, huh?
fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall the age of the Duskborn.
That's the only difference. The color and calling it the age of Duskborn. Okay. Okay, no sir, well, we still got more endings we need to do before we can go through the credits and discuss my thoughts on the game. Alright, now for the moment we've all been waiting for, the Dung Eater, damn children and grandchildren, fuck them kids, ending. I hope he says age of the Dung Eater. Or age of the Dungborn. That would be awesome. Bummer we have to watch this 3 times, but oh well.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
Nope, everything's poop. That's a poop sky.
Lord. In our home, across the fog, the lands between.
Look at those dung clouds. Yum, 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 yum. Dung
Our
fog.
seed will look back upon us and recall defined our age.
Oh. Age of the Dung.
Blessing of despair.
Okay, bad ending, admittedly. But I'm still going to call it the Age of the Dungborn, because that makes me laugh. Alright. One more, and it is the actual factual main event. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary friends, let us do what I am deciding is going to be my ending, which is, of course, summon Ronnie, have our honeymoon, and have a good night. There she is.
The battle is over, I see.
It was hard fought by me. Did not take half as long as I expected. Humble brag. Hell yeah, look at those forearms. Oh, four different forearms, in fact, on screen. Seeing double here. 8 forearms.
I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness.
You're kind of losing me a little bit here, Ronnie. This doesn't sound great.
Well then, shall we?
How could I ever say no?
My fair consort eternal.
Wow. There they are. The last achievements. Okay. Wow. So that's... I'm going to turn this down slightly. That's probably good. Wow. So that ending is kind of I guess it's a break the cycle ending. Not necessarily happy. Think about like loneliness and shit. That doesn't sound very good to me. But yeah, I would say of the endings, second best by far. Frenzied Flame ending, probably the best for me, especially the bit with Melina coming to kick her ass. Like, they made an Elden Ring too. That would be like the premise, I think. It'd be so cool if you could play as like Melina the whole game, coming after your character, and the final boss is based on a save you might have for this game. That'd be dope. They probably won't do that, but that would be dope. Yeah, wow. What a cool fucking game. Like, I'm not sure I want to say it's the best From Software game, just, you know, hindsight, recency bias, that sort of stuff, but in terms of content and stuff, so damn cool. And yeah, and it just kept delivering. I'd say the back half or back quarter of the game definitely lower than the rest of the game. And some of the bosses sort of went just too ridiculous with like non-stop AoE stuff. And the Elden Beast was that was an interesting boss. We didn't have a hard time with it, as we have some very phantasmic or Fantasia music going right now, which is very cool. But yeah, I would have preferred if Radagon just had a second form. I think the more humanoid bosses much better than the big monster beast things, but certainly visually the Elden Beast was very cool. So can't quite take it away from there. There's our boy George R.R. Martin. All these people are our boys. They're all awesome, you know. 3D artists, look at all these people. It's so cool. They do just amazing work on this game. You know, props to all of them. Yeah. This is going to be a game I play again. Probably not for videos. Maybe for streams. We'll see. Well, actually, no. Because of DLC, of course. Not announced yet, but it's coming. We all know it's coming. It's going to be amazing. It's probably going to be so hard that it'll make me cry. But that's its own kind of fun, right? God, high points. So many of them. I think my favorite bosses were, in terms of spectacle, the Fire Giant was the best spectacle boss. Best overall boss. Oh my god, there's so many. I think Morgott, the second round of Margit was really good. I was so over leveled, I took him down pretty fast, but that was a fun fight. Very, very cool. I love whenever they take a boss from the early game and then adopt it later on. Godric was great too. Ghidorah, plastic, whatever. That was a huge spectacle fight. The last bits was not very fun. It was just too chaotic for me, but it was still very, very cool to deal with that. Favorite area, I think the capital. In terms of scope, connectiveness, enemies. Morgott, my favorite boss, is there. Just very, very fantastic. Hey, Melina, Martha McIntosh. Very cool. Good job, Anthony Howe. Blah, 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 blah. Renala, Molly Harris. Great. Great job. Thumbs up. Jim Johnson was the Dung Eater. I don't know why that makes you laugh, but there it is. All the nomadic merchants. Look at this. All the young voice. Oh, these are your character voices. I forget what we had. Probably young voice protagonist type B. I don't know. Did it say the grafted scion had a voice? That's weird. QA testers. Hey, thumbs up to you. Marketing. No, I'm just kidding. Marketing's important too. Playtest support. Thumbs up. Special thanks. Thumbs up. What are some other great areas in this game? Crumbling Farum Azula. Awesome visually. Very, very cool. Mount Gelmar was awesome. The underground areas, of course. Anus River. Soifer River. Magua and Gremlin Palace. Those are probably the coolest visually and in terms of vista. Those are going to be the things I think I remember for a long, long time, is those. So those were a lot of high points for me. The deer boss was cool as hell too. Amazing. Yeah, and another highlight, just the scope of all the weapons. I know I didn't play very around much with those weapons, but I stuck to my big fuck off swords 99.99% of the time, and they got the job done. I'm so happy I was able to get this done doing melee only, no summons. Not melee only. There's some stuff where we didn't do melee, of course, but again, 99.99% of the time. No magic either for the bosses and stuff and fighting. So, hey, that's kudos to this game. It made some harsh stuff, right? I think low point for me personally, probably the Black Blade fight. I just felt so bad about that, and I feel like I did terribly on it. Just horribly, and I should have done better. So it's partly my fault. Yeah, that was a low point for me, I think. The Melania fight, great. I think the if the waterfowl dance was a little bit easier for me to comprehend as an avoidance thing, that might be my number one fight. But it was too much. It's too much, in my opinion. Okay. This is all my opinion. I don't think of them. I mean, they're all also absolute facts as well. Okay, but that needs not be said. That my opinion is fact. Me. Okay, just kidding, of course. And yeah. God, I'm not gonna be able to play this character again until the DLC because I don't want to do the DLC at New Game Plus. What I'll probably look into is maybe doing like some randomizer runs or something. That could be cool. That could be very interesting and very cool to do like a stream of. But yeah, From Software, y'all are beasts. You know, developers of the last like, oh, this is on the Havoc engine. That's amazing. And yeah, you guys have, since basically 2009, you've been making the best games, and you've changed the way games have been made. It's amazing. What more is there to add? Yeah. Incredible. No, we're not going to do that. Oops. But, you know those jokes I made about this being 100%? Well, look at this. What do you call that? Huh? There. Oh wait, it's not updating. There we go. There's your 100% right there. 42 out of 42 achievements unlocked. We got them all. I wonder, what was the... So, 79.8% of people got there. So, almost 75% beat Margit. That's really good. Especially for a game this hard, that's really good. Wow, look at this. What is like our biggest drop-off? So we got a 6% drop-off there, 6% there. Not much of a drop. Well, I guess between main bosses, you'd think 13 or 12%. Nope, 13% dropped it between Godric and Radagon. Roman Reigns. Which makes sense. That's a hard boss. And something you should never do that I did, which was no summoning. That was kind of a low point too. I loved doing that fight that way, but also it was rough. And I will never do it again that way. And then Godfrey, interesting. Not much of a drop off. 4%. 0.5% there. Fire Giant. 5.5%. Nope. 6.5%. Oh, my brain's fried. And then we get into some of the like Rykard stuff. Rykard and Niall, these are all optional bosses, so the Godskin Duo, Godskin Noble. That's funny. Identical percentages for those two. Then 38.4%. Okay, bigger dips with so fewer people fought the harder version of Moog than Moog the Omen. I guess because that's where the Three Fingers is, and a lot of people just don't go that way, but interesting. And I guess you don't get an achievement for the Elden Lord fight because it's the finale, then you close it out. But Dragon Lord, Placid, Saxophone is the least. That's interesting. And then Age of the Stars, most popular ending. No surprise there. Elden Lord. Frenzied Flame, least common achievement besides the obtain all of them. 78.8% of people got all achievements. That's pretty solid, right? Usually that's hovering around 3%, but yeah. All right. Have I gabbed enough? I think I've gabbed enough, but yeah. Now, 10 out of 10 game. Easy. Easy 10 out of 10 game. Game I'm going to play again for sure. And yeah, I think that's all there is to say. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a great time. I sure as hell did. and I'll see you for any streams. Next big game I play is going to be God of War Ragnarok, I think. Very excited for that. That could be another 10 out of 10 game, easy. So yeah, look forward to that. This is BGE, aka Zach, aka Zackers, aka Mads Mikkelsols at 105 hours, 7 minutes, and 30 seconds. Signing off.